Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. As we approach the end of the year and head into 2021, I really want to stress the fact that things are changing and will never be the same. A new normal is forming, and we will look back at the days of $25 silver and buying bullion near spot price. The truth is, when people face the fact that $50 silver is on the horizon, they make it seem like this gigantic, almost impossible to reach number, which is highly unlikely to happen. They also question the circumstantial evidence that's happening, and for some reason, they either don't talk about it or fail to see it. It's like people don't want to accept the truth because of ego or ignorance, proving they were actually wrong about precious metals all along. It doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. As an investor, our job is to adjust and adapt to an ever-changing market if we want to succeed. And most of us will fail off of ignorance itself, stuck in the delusion of, I told you so. You heard it here first, folks. This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to my channel. So you can kick and scream all you want. You can try to sweep it under the rug, try to justify or rationalize it, debate, try to throw out myths or conspiracies or call us crazy or try to explain other reasons why it may not happen or whatever the case you want. But the markets are vicious. The markets don't care whether you are right or wrong. The markets don't care about your emotions. They don't care what you think or what you think the prices should have been. You got to look at the reality. You got to look at what's actually happening. You cannot live in fantasy land. You cannot invest emotionally. And if you do, you have a very slim chance of actually succeeding in investing. See, we look at the reality. We look at what's actually going to happen and how that has affected the prices in the past, and also what could be influencing the price, especially in the future. Now, the biggest thing that's going to kick things off is obviously the stimulus, but then we have like this video we're going to check out in a second talking about solar panel demand, the silver shortage, scarcity. There's so many things. It's like the stars have aligned, right? Everything we've talked about for the last 3-4 years on this channel is happening. It's happening now, and we got to be ready because we didn't expect it to be this soon. It's caught everyone off guard, but it's here. We have to accept it, and we have to adjust and adapt. So let's jump into this article. Actually, we do have a couple of articles. The links will be in the description. I did make an Instagram, Silver Slayer Official. Link will be in the description, and the comment section will be a pinned comment. If you do follow me, I will follow you back. You can check out my posts. I'll check out your silver stack. If you have any pictures, you can DM me. We can talk. It's just a great way to engage with my audience. Plus, I can check out your pictures and videos of your own stack. It's you can't really do that on a YouTube comment, but this is a cool way for us all to check out each other's silver stacks, especially since a lot of people don't like making a YouTube channel. Instagram is probably a lot more convenient. So yeah, we can all, check out each other's favorite coins and stuff. And I think that's going to be a really cool way to engage with you guys. So let's go into this video. So he's going on about how do you remember, silver in 2011? It rallied all the way up to reaching almost $50, right? Before collapsing once again, and it hit a low of $12 earlier this year. And that's exactly what happened. And that's what I was talking about. What I was talking about just a second ago, stimulus. How stimulus could kick silver up to $50, but it could be very short-lived if there's nothing else in play afterwards. Stimulus is the fuel to the fire. It's going to kick silver up to $50, and then we have the silver shortage, the scarcity, the increasing demand from solar panels, 5G technology, electric vehicles. That's what's going to keep silver high. See, if those things weren't in place, then stimulus would be a weak argument to say that silver is going to take off over the next 3 to 5 years. Over the next year, possibly, but I wouldn't see it staying that high for too long. But it's like the perfect storm is here because so many different scenarios are going to happen, and it's all leading to silver coming out on top. So, he's going into to say back then what drove silver higher was a weaker dollar. It was very strong demand for industrial metals out of China. following the rebuilding after the global financial crisis in 2008, which we know about, which led to $50 silver, and it was massive stimulus, around billions of dollars in stimulus. Now we have trillions of dollars. So we're seeing the same pattern, the same exact situation with led silver to $50 in 2011 is happening this time around, but things are way more severe, way more extreme. So anyways, he's talking about silver's always been a wild or wily beast for investors due to its dual precious metal, industrial metal uses. And silver is like a win-win situation. It's a win-win. It's an industrial metal and a monetary metal. So when the economy's in bad shape, silver does good. When the economy's in good shape, silver does good. Gold, you can't say the same for. Gold is only monetary metal. So in times of economic turmoil, gold flourishes. Gold has a lot of potential. You cannot say the same, and that's because it's used only for coinage, bars, jewelry, stuff like that. It's not used as much in the industrial sector like silver is. So when the economy is in good shape, that's when they're transporting, building a lot of technology, advancing technologically in a new digital era. Silver still benefits from that because it's used in all of these technological assets. So 2021 brings the usual suspects that power silver higher on, and its hard asset precious metal side of the US dollar weakness, or as it weakens. And as investors are faced with the harsh reality of no relief in sight from negative real interest rates. So things are definitely going to get worse before they get better. Turbocharging the rise in silver price in 2021, even relative to gold, is a rapidly rising demand for silver in industrial applications, especially those driving in green transformations such as photovoltaic cells used in solar panel production. So if anyone's trying to deny the fact that silver may not be as bullish or might be risky or something else might be a better investment, especially something like stocks, they're just not living in a reality. They're not looking at what the cards on the table, right? They're going off of assumption rather than facts. You can't assume what's going to try to happen. You can't try to say, well, silver is this or it could be this. No, you have to look at what's on the table. When you're gambling, you're just throwing out stuff hoping. But investing, you see the bigger picture. You look at the whole mind frame, the whole setup behind it, and everything is giving signs that silver and gold are by far the best investment. So we also have the chart side of things. Silver's finally set to cross the Rubicon, and history is full of intriguing sayings coming down to us from other cultures that inform our thinking and behavior. And this is kind of a cool little history lesson. So managing a large state is like cooking a small fish. A stitch in time saves 9. And that's a 1700 sewing reference. Healing is a matter of time, sometimes a matter of opportunity. Hippocrates. One I especially like tracks back to Julius Caesar after ending his governance of Roman province of Gaul after being ordered to disband his army. Under no circumstances was he to come closer with it than a small stream of outside of Rome. Yet Caesar decided to cross the Rubicon and march on the capital, knowing there was no turning back and his likely fate if the venture failed. He supposedly told his men, the die has been cast. So he's followed up on the ups and downs of a certain white metal since reading Harry Brown's book in the 1970s on life, living, and silver, somehow surviving the 1980 Hunt Brothers debacle after the run to $50 silver. It collapsed below $5, and then over the next 22 years, he's happened into a local coin shop in 2000, inspired a printed copy of Jim Pope's Perfect Storm. And that's kind of what we're talking about, nowadays. It motivated me to get back in the game. So I'm not going to kind of share, I'm going to share what he's talking about, his conclusion. So recently, I've come to the conclusion that we're getting awfully close to the day. And that's what I've been talking about. The perfect storm is here. The stars have aligned. Everything we've been talking about on this channel for the last 3-4 years. And yes, I've been posting daily videos for 3-4 years on this channel. Almost daily videos. After all these years, when the price of silver is about to cross its Rubicon, why am I so optimistic about silver right now? Ted's most recent interview about the change in JP Morgan's status from the biggest short on the COMEX to perhaps its largest long. Seeing silver being mined at just 9-to-1 ratio to gold has, as mill had grades 60% or grades dropped 60% in the last decade. Understanding that the entire gold and silver sector is less than a third the market cap of Apple stock. Watching the effects of unprecedented financial mismanagement worldwide exacerbated by this pandemic, and seeing a flood of money from investors, large and small, pouring in both metals, whether the prices rise or fall. The list is almost endless, right? We can talk about so many different reasons, so many different cases that explain that silver is a no-brainer. When I bought some Bitcoin a few years ago at $235 a piece and watched it drop 180 soon after there, I didn't think it would rise times 90. And that's crazy that he's buying it at $235 a piece. Now Bitcoin's near 20,000. So the die cast for silver. The pressure building under silver is like the tremors that shook Mount St. Helens before the huge explosion which tore out the side of the mountain, buried several states under the wet ash. I can remember palladium trading at $180 once it impossibly rose above 1,100, right? And the thing is, and one of the points he's kind of subliminally making is people get desensitized to these extremely low prices. And so when you think of a crazy high price, you think it's impossible to reach. But then once it happens, you accept that price, and it's the new normal. Kind of like referring back to what I said. There's going to be a new normal. Times will not be the same as today's times. Just like when Bitcoin was $1,800, and I was telling you guys to buy it, and I was talking about $1,800 Bitcoin, and people that said it would go to 20,000 or 50,000, you would think that's a crazy number, but then it gets to 5,000, and then it gets to 10,000, then we get desensitized to the $10,000 range, then it gets to 13,000, then it gets to 15,000, then it gets to 18,000, and before you know it, it's at that $20,000 level, and you're like, whoa, wait, it was $1,800 once, right? See, you forget about what the current price was because so much is happening. So many things are happening. You got to remember the bigger picture. You got to remember that $50 silver was here not even 10 years ago. So the chance of it happening again, especially looking at what led it to $50 10 years ago, is highly likely. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe. I post daily videos every single day, giving you guys insight in the world of precious metals. You got to be subscribed. You have to, not for my sake, for your sake. You got to be getting this daily dose of information, because if not, you're blindly investing, and that's just not realistic to succeed in this day and age. Too much is happening. Too much you need to be informed on, and I'll always keep you guys in the loop. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.